Hello and welcome to the 72nd episode of the Sock Bunny Knit and Fit video podcast. My name is Kimberly, also known as Sock Bunny, and today is Friday, February 8th, 2013. I am recording in sunny Florida in the United States of America. I am Sock Bunny pretty much everywhere online. Ravelry, Plurk, Instagram, Google Plus, Twitter, iTunes, YouTube, and Blip.tv. You can find me as Sock Bunny. The blog is at sockbunnyknitandfit.blogspot.com. The email address is sockbunnyknitandfit@gmail.com. And my Etsy shop is at sockbunnystudios.etsy.com. Next week, I will be podcasting on Thursday instead of Wednesday, my usual day, because of Ash Wednesday. And I am recording this week a little bit late because I was actually under the weather the last couple of days, but I'm feeling much, much better today. Thank you to everybody for the awesome birthday wishes. Pretty much everywhere online, Plurk and Ravelry and Instagram and Facebook and all that. And you guys made me feel really, really, really special on my birthday. Um, let's see. Oh, I wanted to say thank you. Sorry, I dropped my pencil. Uh, ev- uh, I had mentioned last week that for my birthday, you guys could give me an iTunes review for free, and that would be an awesome birthday present. So I did receive a couple more iTunes reviews and some more stars. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who has given me a review so far. And it's not that long of a list, so I wanted to say thank you to Creative Lee, Heather WB, Knit and Wolf, Sam and Jess in OC, Cindy Martinez 50, Knittables, Brit Knits, Keelers from Connecticut, Apple Blossom, Apple Blossom SF, Mippy Fufalina, Lisa Reisman, W. Soldano, uh, Lisa, who's LLEAVID, Ruton, Kristen Paulsick, Sheep Therapy, Harper Knits. And I want to thank you guys all for your positive reviews. I have so far received 19 reviews and 50 star ratings. And I really, really, really thank you for that. And so it's not too late if you want to give me a birthday present, a belated birthday present. You can go to iTunes and leave me either a star rating or a review. Either one is fine, or both. I am going to have a shop update this Sunday, which is February 10th. It's going to be at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. I do have a coupon code going on right now in celebration of my birthday and Rachel's birthday because Rachel is going to be 19 on Valentine's Day, which is the 14th, next Thursday. So between now and then, you can use the coupon code birthday47 because that's how old I am, and you'll get 20% off your order in the Etsy shop, which is at sockbunnystudios.etsy.com. Again, that coupon code is birthday47 for 20% off. And I wanted to show you what I dyed. I didn't get a chance to dye until yesterday, so all this stuff is still wet. But I wanted to show you. I have some repeats going in. This is a DK weight, and I did it in the ever popular California Flamingos. It looks like a mess right now. I promise it will look much better when you actually receive it in the mail. I have to rescan it and all that fun kind of stuff. So that's the California Flamingos, which is pink, tonal, and black. That's DK weight. I have two skeins of that. And then I have some skeins of, it's easier if I bunch it up. This is Aurora Borealis. The lighting's not very good today, but you can see it's like blues and purples and darkish colors. That's Aurora Borealis, and that is on the Sunshine base, which is my sparkle base. And I have some skeins of Birds of a Feather. Oops, I have a little notification coming up. Birds of a Feather. And this one is Tropical Colors, Purples, Pinks, and Blues. That's on the Miracle base, which is the twisty base. And then I also have one skein of lace weight going up, and this is a tonal. It's not showing up true to color, but this is a turquoise teal tonal, and that is lace weight. And the lace weight is a bamboo wool mix. I can't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head. So those are all in the shop if you're interested. I did want to show you what I am doing to help promote my business. Tina from the Knitting Blooms podcast has a knitting retreat every year called Knitopia, and it's in the spring. So I am sending her 50 mini skeins. It'd be easier if I take them out of the bag. So I'm sending 50 mini skeins, and I'm going to put them in little bags and decorate them and put candy in there and stuff like that. So here's some other ones. This is which colorway is this one? Berry picking, I believe. I believe this one's berry picking, and this one is earth and sea and sky. And this one is autumnal something. And let's see, I also am including some sparkly pinks and greens that I had left over from my mittens. So I'll be sending 50 of those to her in the next few weeks. And I think that's about it that I want to say for the shop. Oh, I had mentioned last week that I wanted somebody to design a logo for me. And I actually had somebody who was going to do it. And then I had a brainstorm a couple of days ago because whenever I send yarn in the mail on the invoice, well, not really invoice, but the shipping notice thingy, I always draw a picture of John John, my bunny who's in my avatar. So I decided that I would draw my John John and use that as my logo from now on. So this is the drawing that I did, and of course I had to scan it into the computer and colorize it and all that kind of stuff. So this is what will be on my business cards and my buttons and stuff like that from now on. Isn't he adorable? My husband cracked up when he saw that I was drawing a picture of John John to use. Okay, so that's all that kind of stuff. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about fitness, finished objects, works in progress, knit and crochet alongs, stash enhancement, tips and tricks, favorite things, and what I am watching and reading. So let's hop right into fitness. We have some prizes to give away. For the fitness along for last month, January, I drew the winner, and the winner is I drew from number 2 to number 519. That really, really makes me happy that we had 518 entries for fitness. And of course, there's some chatter going on in there, but the winner was number 179, who is Max Nick, Maxnic, who is Nicole. So congratulations, Nicole. You receive either a $5 giftable pattern on Ravelry or a yarn or fiber of your choice that you can have me dye up in up to 3 colors, or you could pick something from the Etsy shop. So just let me know what you want. If you're a new viewer, what we do in the Sock Bunny group is we have a fitness along every month. Any day you work out at least 30 consecutive minutes, you can post to that monthly thread and be eligible to win a prize. I also need to draw a prize for our January Create a Fitness Poster contest, and the winner will get either a shawl pin that Sarah Apple Blossom SF, her husband Matt, made, or a giftable pattern, $5 or less on Ravelry, and that winner is number 7. I listed everybody who had done the posters. Number 7, who was Yvonne in Sweden. Her online name is YVHIHA. So Yvonne, let me know whether you would like to have one of the shawl pins, and I'll take a picture and let you pick which one, or a giftable pattern, whichever one you would want. We are going to continue the theme with the monthly posters, and this is thanks to Sandy, who is Angel Mom 3. She said that it really motivated her to make the poster, and so she wants to have a contest every month. So what we're going to do is every month we're going to have the monthly poster. So all you have to do is within the first 7 days of the month, show your before poster. You have to take a picture of it and show it, and then you have to show your after picture within the first 7 days of the following month. So by February 7th, let's say we were doing it this month. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's say we were doing it this month. By February 7th, you would have needed to post your before picture, and by March 7th, you would need to have your after picture. Now, this month, since we're starting late, you need to have your start picture in there by the 14th. So by February 14th, post your starting fitness poster, and then by March 7th, have your ending fitness poster. Now, here are the rules, and I'm putting them in the group. Actually, it's already in there so you can see. I'm talking with my hands a lot today. There are 2 separate posts required for the thread. As I just said, you got to put your before picture and your after picture in the appropriate dates. After the 7th day of the following month, I will close that month's thread and draw a winner. Prizes will either be patterns gifted from me or from other participants, or items donated from the participants. We'll worry about that later. More, we're worried about getting fit, and that's our reward, right? The posters must contain the following items to be eligible. 1, concrete and measurable goals, such as miles, minutes, steps, whatever. It has to be concrete and measurable. Second, you have to have concrete and measurable rewards that you will give yourself when you meet your goals. Like, are you going to give yourself a pattern, or are you going to give yourself a knitting bag, or are you going to give yourself a pedicure? Whatever it is, it needs to be on there. You do not have to meet your goals to be eligible, but you do have to work out at least 30 consecutive minutes once a week to enter. So I would ideally like to see more, but I know people get sick. I get sick. So if you're finding out about this too late to join this month, don't worry, because we are going to do it again next month, and you can still post your workouts in the monthly fitness along thread. If you have any questions about this, definitely let me know, because I know it's a little bit confusing. We'll work out the kinks as things go along. Speaking of fitness goals, I am wearing a shirt. I'm going to have to sort of stand up for you to see it. It says bow ties are cool. And I had purchased this back in December when I was in Rhode Island. And I had to earn it with my mileage. And I actually earned it, I think, last week. But I've been saving it for today so that I could podcast wearing it. It says bow ties are cool, which is a Doctor Who reference because the current Doctor wears a bow tie. But if you will notice, my bunny John John, who is in my avatar, has been wearing a bow tie for 37 years. And he says the Doctor is stealing the idea from him. So bow ties are cool, says John John and Doctor Who. So there you go. Finished objects. Let's actually talk about knitting. Oh, we're 12 minutes in. That's not too bad. We are finishing up a couple of knit-alongs. Well, we have finished them up, so I'm going to tell the winners of those. First, we had the Sparkle Free-for-All with Lauren from Lem Knit Crochet, and that was any sparkly yarn, any project. And I drew from number 2 to 17, and the winner was number 10, who is Kitty Girl, who is Kate from Wyoming. And she knit an adorable monster, a sparkly monster. So Kate, let me know if you want one of the shawl pins by Matt, Sarah's husband. And again, I will show you a picture if you need to see it, or a $5 or less giftable pattern. So you get to pick which of those you want. And I did finish my sparkly item, actually right after I podcasted. The ends are not woven in, but I did knit until I run out of yarn. This is some sparkly hand spun, and I just made a plain garter stitch scarf. See the purple sparkles and the green sparkles? So this is just a plain garter stitch scarf. And I would be wearing a scarf or something knit today, but it's actually really warm here today, so I like it. It's very soft and squishy. So that is my item that I finished for my Sparkle Free-for-All. And thank you, Lauren, for asking me to participate with you in that. And then we had our variegated sock knit-along. We had 2 winners for that one. The first, well, I drew from number 2 to 66. And the first winner was number 23, who is Isabel from the UK. Her online name is Well Woman, and she gets a sock pattern from Patchworks by Debbie. She has 2 variegated sock patterns, so you could pick which of those you would like. And I will, once you contact me, I'll send you the link and let you know which patterns you can choose from. So congratulations. And then the Second person won a $5 or less giftable pattern on Ravelry, and that was number 52, who is Carolyn 47, who is Carolyn from Canada. So congratulations. Just let me know which $5 or less pattern you would like. I did finish my socks, and the ends are even woven in. These are my Johnny Appleseed socks. And I just did one of the rib patterns from Sensational Knitted Socks, the sock book. And you can see I finished both of them. They both pulled just a tiny bit differently on the feet, but that's okay. I'm saving these socks for part of my Advent gifts to myself this coming up Christmas. This coming up Advent, actually. So, yay, I'm very happy. This is on my Manly base, and I really liked knitting with it. It's got the Nups, I guess. They're Neps, that's what they are, N-E-P. So that was a very fun knit, and I really, really enjoyed doing the knit along with Denise from the Knitting Den. Okay, so those are the only finished objects. Works in progress. I am still working on my half pie shawl design, and that's what it looks like. Did you see it? Okay, that's it. That's all you get. This is going to start getting priority because I really need to get this done. So this could be my priority knitting until it's done. I might occasionally work on other things, but I really want to get this done. I have it in my brain. I just need to get it out. So yeah, this. Okay, so that's the bee leaf pie shawl, half pie shawl that I will be releasing as a pattern, and I have a cool idea about how I'm going to do the release, so that will be coming soon. My sexy librarian sweater, I did make some progress on it. I actually last Saturday went to go visit Heather WB. She lives about 2 hours north of me here in Florida, so I did get some progress done. The green one is where I was last week, and this is where I am now. And you can see that I've done the sleeve decreases, I guess you would call them, on both sides. The orange marker is actually where the sleeve decreases started because you have to knit a certain number of inches from that point. So that's my measuring spot. This is the back of the sweater, and I am loving it. And if you are a new viewer, this is Kramer Yarns Tatami Tweed. I guess is how you say it. Tatami Tweed DK. It's got some purple and pink little nips in there. And let's see, do I have the picture? Yes, I do. This is the classic 150 lace pullover, lace up pullover by Classic Elite Yarns. That's what I'm making. And as I've mentioned before, I'm making it longer because that would drive me crazy to have a sweater like that. Okay, so that is the sweater. I am very much enjoying it. And I'm knitting these on the Knitter's Pride Dreams needles. And these are my official favorite needles ever. And I would love to own every needle and get rid of all my other needles. That's how much I love them. I very rarely use my metal knit picks anymore. In fact, I'm going to gather them all up and I'll probably donate them to Sarah's school because I just am not using them because I very much prefer knitting with the wood needles than the metal. Metal, it tends to hurt my hands because it doesn't warm up as much as the wood does, and that bothers my hands for some reason. So, okay, what else do we have going on? Oh, I had mentioned last week that I was going to knit some socks for this lady that I had stayed with that has 11 kids. Her last name starts with a W, so I'm calling these socks for Mrs. W. And I decided to use some of my own hand-dyed yarn that is a colorway that is super bright, and it's almost this bright in real life. This is my colorway called 80s Fashion 2 because it's the 80s fashion, but I dyed it in with a different method. So these will glow under a black light, and they're not quite as bright as you're seeing here, but almost. So I am doing another one of the patterns. Oh no, look, I pulled my needle out. When I was a new knitter, if I had done this, I would probably cry. But Fortunately now I know how to fix most mistakes. Since I've made most mistakes, let me fix that real quick. Okay, that's why you don't stop in the middle of a row. Anyway, I only got not even a whole pattern repeat done, but this is another one of the patterns from the Sensational Knitted Socks book. And I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head. I'll talk about it more when I can actually show more, but it's really hard to show you what it looks like there. You can see that's a pretty accurate color. So these are, I cast these on the other day when I wasn't feeling good and I needed something really, really bright to cheer me up because you know I love knitting with bright colors. It makes me happy. So those I'm calling Socks for Mrs. W. And lastly, I'm not even going to show it because I only got like 4 rows done, but what I've decided to do for my sci-fi knit along. Okay, we started a sci-fi knit along on February 1st. It's running through March 15th. It is with Sam from the Knit Run Dig podcast. She said she is feeling under the weather right now and is not up to hosting this right now, which is totally fine. I totally understand that. So all of the things can be posted in my group and I'll give away prizes accordingly. So Sam, I hope you are feeling better because I totally understand. So anyway, what I'm doing is I decided to make 4 Doctor Who dishcloths, but instead of making them out of cotton, I'm making them out of some red heart, some white red heart, and that somebody gave to me, and it's gonna last, you know, it will withstand the apocalypse basically. But I'm making the 4 dishcloths, and then I'm gonna sew them together and make it into a pillow. So it's gonna be a Doctor Who themed pillow, and the dishcloth patterns that I'm using are free and they're on Ravelry by Hollynarf, Hollynarf, who is Lindsay. And we have a prize. Oh, and I forgot him again. I owe Courtney, who is Mermaid Bird on Ravelry and Silly Goose Knits. I owe gigantic apology. She sent these awesome stitch markers. I forgot to show them last week and I forgot to bring them in again this week. But that's what one of the prizes is going to be. I am so sorry, Courtney. I will bring them next week. She made some really awesome stitch markers for me and for you guys to win. And I also will have some other prizes. So that is the sci-fi knit along. It could be sci-fi or fantasy. I've had a few people ask me about that. So it could be, what were some of the ones that I was asked? Like it could be superheroes, those kinds of things. So, you know, you get the general idea. And let's see. Oh, we have currently I am taking signups for our Easter swap. We currently have 9 people, including myself. I'm going to assign partners on February 22nd. So if you would like to sign up, you need to sign up between now and the 21st. You will need to knit 1 item with an Easter theme and include $10 in goodies. And I will try to match up people who have preferences for religious versus non-religious items. Let's see. Okay, I have a ton of stash enhancement because of my birthday mainly. So I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. I did receive a bag from Amy, who is This Mom Knits on Plurk and This Mom Knits 2 on Ravelry. Now, I have to say, this is a magnificent bag. And it's so magnificent, I'm going to make myself earn it with fitness because this is very motivating and I really, really want to use it. So thank you, Amy, for sending it. She sent one to you guys too, which I'll show you after I show you mine. So here it is. This is a very well made bag, and she does take special orders for these. She says it takes her like 3 hours to make these, and I'll show you her business card in a minute. But it's useful things, and you can see there's a zipper on the front and there's a zipper on the back, and then there's also slots on the back, and then it has a snap on the front, and the inside is very well done. And let's see, there are no pockets on the inside. I actually don't like pockets on the inside of my bag. I mean, I don't care either way, but I prefer not because I never use them and stuff just gets lost in there. I put stuff in the pocket and then I find it 6 months later. And I'm going to show you how nice the zippered sections are. So like I said, she does take these special order. And I love this bag. So this is going to be one of my mileage rewards for my workout. And the one she sent for you guys to win, which is going to be, oh, this is one of the other prizes for the sci-fi knit along. I should write that down so I don't forget. She sent another one, which I left wrapped because this is how she sent it, wrapped. This one's got a coffee theme. And her business card, let me see if I can show it. Useful things, EWESFUL things. And her shop is on Etsy, and it's Useful Things, EWESFUL things. And her name is Amy. She's the owner, and this is fantastic. So somebody's going to win this awesome bag in the Sci-Fi Knit Along. Yeah, you know you want it. Okay, so thank you very, very much, Amy, for that. Okay, I did receive a cute package from Dawn from Wolf Farms. She sent me, she has a soap that is the birthday scent, and I love the soaps from Wolf Farms, so thank you, Dawn. I'm really excited about that. But she also sent me something that she knit early last year, and I don't remember saying it, but it totally sounds like me, so I believe that I said it, but she said that I told her that I should save it, that she should save it and send it to me for my birthday. So she did. So this is the Hitchhiker by Martina Bem that Dawn from Wolf Farms knit last year in the spring, and she sent it to me. And it sort of looks like, the colors sort of remind me of Good and Plenty yarn. Of Good and Plenty candy, I mean. So I had planned on wearing this today, but seriously, it is so warm today. But oh my gosh. And I received this on a day when I was having a really, really bad day, and it was like getting a hug from Dawn. So I was so, so happy. So thank you, Dawn. You really made my day. I love it. Okay, so she sent me that, and then I received a bunch of patterns. And instead of printing them all out and showing them to you, I'm just going to read you the list and the list of who sent them. And thank you so, so, so much to everybody who sent me patterns. I really, really, really appreciate it. So I got patterns from PDX Lace Knitter, who is Roz. I got a pattern from Kimberly, who is Kimberlolly. Erin, who is Mommy Needs Yarn. Casey, who is Zephead. Lauren, who is Lemknit Crochet. Kelly, who is Sheep Dreamery, and she has the Sheep Dreamery podcast, which I haven't had a chance to watch yet, but it's on my list. And Gail, who is Alpaca and You. Kareen, who is Heaven's Joy. JD, who is JD. Marlicia, who is Lady Fernico. Am I saying that right? Carolyn, who is Quilter Caroline. Sandy, who is Angel Mom 3. And Lindsay, who is Kaliastra, Kaliastra. So thank you all so much for the patterns. I really, really appreciate it. That's so many, I'm almost embarrassed. Almost. So thank you so, so, so much. I really did have a wonderful birthday this year. Okay, tips and tricks also coincides with look what I made, because you might have noticed something behind me. It's not finished, but I saw, I don't even remember where, that somebody had used some of their ribbon yarn to, it might have been Milia Bella from the His and Hers podcast. She might have posted a picture of it. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But it's a wreath, and I took some ribbon yarn that there's no way I'm ever going to knit with, and I wrapped it around this wreath, and I'm actually going to get a flower or a heart or something like that. But doesn't this sort of remind you of Valentine's Day? I still need to weave in my ends and stuff like that. So I'm going to put like a flower down in the corner and hang it. So I figured that I could make some of these seasonal type things with some of this ribbon yarn. So if you have some that you are not using, or fun fur, this would really be a cute idea for fun fur. I do want to get some more of these wreaths. I got this one at Joann's for like $2. So cool idea, huh? So there you go. Some decoration with some yarn that would otherwise be gathering dust. So that's our tip or trick for the day. And my favorite thing. Okay. Lent is coming. It starts next Wednesday. And I didn't do it last year. I don't think I did it last year, but many, many years I have given up Coke because if you have watched before, you know something's about to fall. Sorry. I see something out of the corner of my eye about to fall. Um, oh, I am obsessed with Coke. I try to only drink it every third day, days that are divisible by 3. Unless I'm sick, then sometimes I will let myself have a treat. But I love Coke, Coca-Cola, the pure stuff, not the diet stuff. I'm obsessed with it. So it's really hard to give it up for Lent. Really, really hard because Lent is 40 days, 46 if you count from Ash Wednesday, I believe, all the way through Easter. So I am going to give up soda again for Lent this year. And I'm doing some other things. But in order to give up soda, I have to replace the caffeine. And I do drink tea. I love different teas. Like, I especially love Celestial Seasonings teas. And as I showed you, I love my Teavana tea maker. I have also been drinking coffee recently in the last few months because before, when I would drink it, it would upset my stomach. But I've learned that if I don't drink it every day, and 2, if I put cream in it, it doesn't bother my stomach as much. So I have actually become obsessed with coffee to the point where I will a lot of times drink a coffee instead of Coke. I know. Are you as shocked as I am? So that is my favorite thing this week is coffee. I don't like really strong coffee. Like Starbucks coffee is a little bit strong for me, but they have a blonde version of their coffee, which I really like. And I also like coffee from Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's. So go figure. I've been buying Dunkin' Donuts coffee to make at home. I would eventually like to get a Keurig to so I could just push a button and make coffee, but I have to do it the old-fashioned way right now, with actually plugging it in. I know, seriously, I'm so spoiled. I think about my grandmother. She used to make coffee on the stove top, and she had the coffee maker with the percolator, and you had to take all the pieces out of it and put the coffee in and put the water in and all that kind of stuff. All I have to do is put coffee in, put water in, and plug it in. So lazy. So now all I want to do is push a button. Seriously, why do I have to do more than just push a button? Anyway, so that is my favorite thing right now. So starting on Wednesday, next Wednesday, no soda. Now, it depends on who you talk to, but I do not consider, it finally fell. There you go. I don't know if you heard that. I don't consider Sundays to be part of Lent. It just depends on how you count things or whatever. And if you want to count it or not count it, that's totally up to you. There's no like law or whatever. People aren't going to come and knock you down if you count Sundays or don't count Sundays. Okay. I have always counted Sundays as part of Lent. But if you want to splurge on Sundays, you can, because Sundays are not really actually part of Lent, because Sunday is considered a celebration and you can't celebrate and be suffering at the same time. So it's just how you want to go. So if I want to, I could have Coke on Sunday. So we'll have to play that by ear. We'll see how strong I can be. But if I do, I will only let myself have one. Okay. That was a long discussion, wasn't it? Okay. What I am watching and reading, I am almost done with season 3 of Star Trek The Next Generation. I have like 1 or 2 episodes left of that. I caught up on Downton Abbey on pbs.org. I have caught up with all the episodes of season 3, so I don't have to worry about any more spoiler alerts unless it's somebody from the UK posting what they know early. I am ridiculously behind on podcasts. I haven't watched podcasts in days. Some of the podcasts I have 2 and 3 episodes I need to watch. So I am going to have to focus this coming up week on getting caught up because it bugs me when I get that far behind. Okay, so in closing, the shop update is 2 o'clock this Sunday, February 10th. Don't forget there's a coupon code birthday47 for 20% off. It's at sockbunnystudios.etsy.com. And John says, buy stuff! Buy shop! And don't forget to post your workouts in the February workout thread. Any day you work out at least 30 consecutive minutes, go in and post your workout. Don't forget to put up pictures of your workout posters for February, and don't forget to sign up for the Easter swap. That's all. We're done. Thank you so much for putting up with me this week. And don't forget, bow ties are cool. I hope you have a great week. Keep on crafting. Bye.